Hi guys, today we're going to be talking about the multiplicative property of equality with signed fractions. So again, we are still just solving for variables and making sure our answer is in the simplest form. The difference here is that we're not going to be doing any addition or subtraction with our variables or solving for variables. This time we remembered that anytime we have a coefficient, this time it is a negative fraction, sitting in front of our variable, we know that that invisible sign is multiplication, okay? Just like we've been doing with our other solving for variable problems, we are gonna start by drawing that vertical line right down the middle. Oh, let me make that a little more straight, a little better. And thinking back to a few videos ago, we are again gonna be using what's called the reciprocal. Now, I could remember since we're multiplying between our -2 9s and our x, I could go ahead and divide by -2 9s, but let's effectively do the same thing by multiplying by our reciprocal. And if we think back, the reciprocal is the opposite. The reciprocal is the opposite. So if our original fraction is -2 9s, we're going to multiply by -9 over 2. And anything we do to one side, we do to both. So again, instead of dividing here, we're actually multiplying by the opposite. We're still creating that one whole on both sides, but instead, we're just using a reciprocal. Okay, so over here, draw that horizontal line. We're gonna end up canceling all of that out, and all we're left with is that x. Now over here, I'm gonna rewrite what we're multiplying by, okay? Remember, anytime we're multiplying a whole number by a fraction, we just put that right over 1, and whenever we're multiplying fractions, we go straight across. X is equal to 10 times -9, which is -90, over 1 times 2, which is 2. And we know that -90 can be divided evenly by 2, so x is equal to -45. Ta-da! We solved for that variable, and we multiplied by that reciprocal. It was just a one step that we had to do, really quick and simple. Let's go ahead and do one more example. This time we're going to be solving for the variable u and keeping those answers simplified. Our equation is -3 over 4. U is equal to -21. Drawn that vertical line right down the center. Same exact thing. We're going to multiply by the reciprocal. The reciprocal of -3/4 is -4 over 3 times -4 over 3. Anything I do to one side, I need to do to both sides. Now this time I'm just going to show you guys what this looks like so I can show you that it cancels out. -4 times -3 is -12. 3 times 4 is 12. -12 over -12. U, we end up with a positive u is equal to -21 times -4 over 3. Okay? So now, again, we bring down that variable, and let's go ahead and do that multiplication. We know that 21 times 4 is 84. Remember, those negative times a negative is equal to a positive, and then that denominator comes right on down. We also know that if we simplify this, u is equal to a positive 28. 84 can be evenly divided by 3, and we get a u value of 28. Thanks so much, guys. I will talk to you tomorrow.